Well, the Nooksack tribe is working to evict 63 members that still live on tribal managed land. And in total, there have been more than 300 of these disenrollments that date back to 2013. Since then, there has been a long, bitter battle. Today, a sign that the world is watching what's happening.
The United Nations High Commission on Human Rights urging the United States to step in and halt what they call imminent forced evictions of dozens of former Nooksack Indigenous tribe members still housed in Whatcom County. This notice comes nearly a decade after 306 members of the Nooksack tribe were disenrolled after leadership called into question an ancestral link dating back to the 1940s. Santana Rabang, a disenrolled member of the tribe, was a teenager when this process started nearly a decade ago.
They're using the fact that our ancestral name wasn't listed on a colonial document from 1942. That's the main excuse that they're using, that we're not Indigenous.
The eviction of more than 60 members from tribal housing is the last step in that process, and one that the UN says shouldn't happen.
This is momentous and almost certainly unprecedented. I am not aware, and my colleagues are not aware, of another situation in which the United Nations has interceded through the United States to stop domestic human rights violations occurring on tribal land.
Last week, I spoke to Nooksack Tribal Chairman Ross Klein. He calls the initial enrollment in the 40s fraud and goes on to say that the descendants of that fraud were never and will never be Nooksack. Evictions were supposed to happen the 1st of this month, but that has yet to happen.
The issue of tribal disenrollment is not new. In fact, over the years, thousands of members in tribes across the country have been disenrolled over lineage issues and lineage challenges. This is an issue that we've been covering for weeks now. Coming up Tuesday on Facing Race, an in-depth look on Facing Race. In Seattle, Sebastian Robertson, King 5 News.